Welcome to the online classes provided by Delhi Public School Dhaka. Today we are going to discuss where infinitives. As you all aware with infinitives, finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Today we are going to discuss where infinitives and their uses. So let's see what is where infinitives. First, see what is infinitive. Infinitives are the verbs that are used with to. The verbs used with to are called infinitives, and the opposite of that is where infinitives. Infinitives without to are called where infinitives. These infinitives are used without to. For example, he made me laugh. There is no to before the verb laugh here. You need not ask. Again, there is no to before ask. I heard him cry. He didn't let me go. So all these underlined verbs are where infinitive because they are used without to. Now let's see some usage of where infinitives. So the very first use of where infinitive is it is used with modal auxiliary. Can, could, may, might. For example, I can go. So can is modal auxiliary here and go is verb. And it is modal, it is where infinitive because there is no use of to before this verb. And this is modal. She needn't go there. He may do this. May is also modal auxiliary here and do is verb. So you can use where infinitive frequently with the modal auxiliary like can, could, may, might. Another usage is after some verbs like feel, hear, see, watch, let, make, etc. etc. You can see here example. I heard him cry. So there is no use of to again here before the cry, and it is used after the verb hear. I saw him sleep. He made me weep. Let him do this. So after such verbs we can use where infinitives. Remember, let's see another usage. After some words combination like had better, had rather, rather than, sooner than, etc. etc. you can use where infinitives. For example, you had better ask permission. So after had better you can use where infinitive. Again, I had rather stay than depart. So again after the had rather you can see here stay is where infinitive. After but in the sentence. Another usage after but in the sentence. For example, he does nothing but play. So you can see here after but you can use where infinitive, the verb without to. There is nothing to do but wait. Again you can see here after the but the use of where infinitive. Now see another uses. You can use where infinitive after help, or you can use infinitive after help. So you can use where infinitive after the verb help, or in simple infinitive, I mean simple infinitive after the verb help. You can see here example. He helped me lift the box. It is where infinitive here. He helped me. Another example. He helped me to lift the box. So both sentences are correct here. Either you can use where infinitive or simple infinitive. Now see what is gerund. As you know, when verb ing form is used as a noun in the sentence, then it is called gerund. For example, walking is an exercise. Walking is noun here. I like reading a story. I like reading a story. So, when verb ing form is used as a noun in the sentence, it is called gerund. Here, underline words or verbs are called gerund. Now, see some usage of gerund. As you know, the gerund is a noun in the sentence, so it may be subject of the sentence, it may be object of a sentence, and it may be the complement of a verb. So let's see some usage of gerund. First usage of gerund is as a subject of a verb. The gerund may be subject of verb in the sentence. For example, same example here, walking is an exercise. So walking is gerund here and it is subject here. Singing is my hobby. Again it is subject here and gerund here. As an object of a verb, it may be the object of the verb. For example, he enjoys flying kites. Here flying is object of the verb enjoy. I hate lying. Lying is gerund here. Stop crying. Crying is gerund here. Gerund may be used as a preposition of the object. For example, he is fond of hunting. So hunting is gerund here. I am tired of waiting. He prevented me from playing. And of, from, and of are preposition here. Again, another usage of gerund is it may be the complement of a verb. You can see here, my hobby is dancing. My hobby is dancing. So dancing is complement. Seeing is believing. So the gerund may be the subject of the verb, it may be the object of the verb, and it may be the object of preposition, and it may be the complement of a verb. But that's all in today's class. But remember, it's not over of this topic. We will discuss participle in the next video. But stay safe at home and follow social distancing. Thank you and have a good day.